Yo,
Let
hey
me share
everyone.
my screen. Okay, you got it. My fault.
We're here with Ayush today. It's been a minute since he was here on the stream. Last time we did Webflow, right? Is that right?
That's correct. We
Okay,
did Figma with Webflow.
didn't forget. And now we're on to something a little more advanced. We're writing code with AI using Cursor. So, do you have a lot of friends that also use Cursor?
No, it was just I was just on Twitter and then I just saw a bunch of people. It was just Andre, everybody tweeting about Cursor, saying how it's like the most productive thing and probably like better than GitHub Copilot and everything. So I was like,
Is
let's check it out.
is Andre one of those developer influencer guys?
No, he's the co-founder of OpenAI, one of the co-founders, or like,
Oh, Andre Karpathy.
yeah,
Yeah, that one.
yeah.
Yeah, he was writing about it. Someone was writing about their 8-year-old daughter.
It was Riley, I think. I don't know, but there was a lot of people writing about it. It's
Writing
just like
about,
all over my feed.
I think it was actually Andrew Ng was writing
Mm, yeah.
about his daughter or someone. Actually, I think I might have it up right here. The tweet. What was it? Put it. Don't see it now, but yeah, it was a video of his daughter making an app, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah. I mean, it's getting really fast and really probably within 5 years, it's probably gonna be like just put in words and then you'll have it.
It's gonna get progressively better.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so yeah, show me what you've been doing, and then maybe we can
Let me share
build
my
something.
screen. Well, it was working, but then
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I started seeing a blank screen here. I mean, if you see my screen, do you see this?
Yeah, I see it. Okay, I'm gonna add that.
All right, let me just copy this. So it was just like a normal website. I mean, then one sec, give me a sec. Where's notes? PM start. I'm not very good, so I'm still like,
Oh,
I
that's
got.
fine. Just don't show any passwords or anything.
See, when the website starts, it's just like a blank page. Before I was able to see everything, so I don't know what happened.
Okay, that's cool. So
Like I got everything over here.
my first tip is to use Git. You probably haven't used Git much.
Yeah, I have this connected to Git and Firebase.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was following a tutorial, and
Cool.
so I wanted to start using
Let's
Cursor
let's
as
look
well.
at the Git history. If you go to the left, sidebar, and then there's like on the icons at the top, the third one
This one?
on the left,
Yeah.
the version control. So basically, now it doesn't make sense to commit to a commit is like, it's like a checkpoint
Mm-hmm.
in a game. So you can always go back to that point when shit goes wrong. Now here, shit's already gone wrong, so we're gonna.
How do you know? How do you know if it's wrong?
Well, here your app
Yeah,
is not working right now,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
So we don't want to like save here.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but when we make a big change, when we add a feature or do something, fix a bug, then
Mm-hmm.
normally we write that in here. We click commit.
Very okay. You just hit commit after everything's good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
but I
mean,
wouldn't do that now. So
I,
yeah.
I wouldn't do it now because
Mm-hmm.
then it just like you
Yeah, I
could.
should have probably saved it, and yeah, cause like
Yeah,
I really didn't know what GitHub was for until now.
no, it's it's kind of like number one developer skill that new developers don't. It's hard to learn on your own. You know,
Yeah.
um, this is trippy, man.
Oh.
Do you want me to hide it?
Yeah, you should probably take my stream off. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, but I have to. What you can do is
Mm-hmm.
you could share the VS Code window. Do you want to just share? If you want to
Can you walk me
be
through it?
able to
Is it
see.
in settings?
Yeah, I think, did you just do it? Yeah, perfect.
Settings.
No, you just did it.
What
Oh,
did I
are
do?
you? No. So if you want to, you're in full screen now, are you?
Yeah.
Okay. So okay, if you This is probably just the best way to do it. Or just I recommend buy another monitor. It'll make life easier.
Yeah, I have my monitor. I'm just sitting over here now.
What do you mean?
I have my monitor like all the way over there, but it's just messy, so I didn't want to sit there. You see that?
I just mean like if you want to see me and the code at the same
Oh
time,
yeah,
then it makes sense to use a second monitor.
yeah.
Because otherwise you're gonna get the infinite mirror effect constantly.
That's true.
So you could just share the screen from one monitor.
Or I can just share the VS Code.
Yeah, you can do it that way. And then I'll show you how to use the terminal in VS Code too.
Present, share screen, window. Yeah, no, it's not working. VS Code. Oh, it's maybe because it is full screen. I don't know
It
why.
should work fine. But you want to share Cursor, right? Not VS Code.
Yeah, I'll just share my entire screen. It's not a big deal.
Okay.
Okay.
So what we're doing here. So let's debug. Okay. So when you get a white screen, has that ever happened to you before?
Yeah, it was. It did, and so I just uploaded to ChatGPT.
You uploaded the whole file to ChatGPT, or
No, just the one. So it's basically the homepage stuff that I uploaded to ChatGPT.
okay. So silly question, but why use ChatGPT if Cursor has AI built in?
Actually, I was just like I said, the tutorial guy. So I was following the tutorial for building a website, right? And he was using ChatGPT, and I literally installed Cursor yesterday.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, but I think it's like Command I. You can chat here, and then there's another one, Command K, I think, or Command Shift K to open the one on the sidebar.
Yeah, right. So Command I, you could
It's for the
say
chat right here.
opens right there.
What's the one
And
to the right?
then Command K.
CURSR shortcuts.
Yeah.
Command R. Yeah, I mean the bottom one works, right? So it's just should I just upload it here? Say the like ask the question right here.
Yeah, try it.
I am seeing a blank. And one more reason I use ChatGPT is because I can upload my images, like what I see.
Oh yeah. So interesting.
I think you can do this here as well, but you just gotta pay for this as well.
Okay. That might be possible.
Can you debug the issue? So it's just telling me all the stuff that I need to change. So I'm just gonna accept all.
So my common sense is
Mm-hmm.
telling me that this is not going to make anything better. However, because it's literally just deleting things.
Yeah.
But you could try it and then you can always undo it, right? If that
But this is where I left off, and I undid it here because this is what I tried, and then I uploaded the image here. It's not working. I look new play, but it's not working. So what am I doing wrong? So activity, and then it gave me this.
cool.
Should I copy this and then upload it here? Let me see if.
Yeah, you could try. I'm not exactly sure what the first thing you did was, but
Homepage.js, that's the one. So let me see if any of this changes. I made it shorter. Does it say add or not really?
cool.
Which one is this for?
I would say
this is for the post content.
It's gonna be it's really hard for me to help you with that because I would have to like make the project from scratch to understand how to set up.
Mm-hmm.
But either we can kind of start it over.
Yeah, but, I mean, that would be better if you
How
just
long did
run
it
it
take
up.
you to make it?
It was a 3 video episode, so but we can probably run up something basic, just like
Oh, it was a 3 video episode. How long were
off
the videos?
uh 30 minutes, because he was probably going like extremely in depth.
And he was using ChatGPT.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. What's the name of the channel? I'll search
Oh,
it.
he's really good. I mean, I was probably gonna hit you up and be like, if you're making
Show me.
YouTube videos. No, not this guy. Might be in one of my likes. Give me a second. This guy's really good for AI stuff as well.
Okay, I'm gonna hide your likes so in case there's anything.
Okay, yeah, right here. It's this guy.
All right, let's see. Okay, so we have Corbin Brown.
What happened? Right here. Corbin.
Corbin, and he's making
So it's right here. Right here. This is first episode, second episode, third episode. Well, he's got more, but then he just made it private and for his paid users only.
ChatGPT to build your website.
Yep. And then like, but here he goes through everything. Like, by the end, you end up like this.
And after watching this, how do you feel about the possibility of, let's say you've seen those videos, you've also used Webflow a bit, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, what do you think are like the pros and cons of using like Webflow versus ChatGPT or Cursor?
Uh, the Webflow is just like, the reason he did this playlist is basically so that you don't have to pay any like $20 a month for like the hosting service. It's just like pay one, like just create the hosting server and then just you own it forever or something like that.
Right,
But
right,
like
right,
with
right.
ChatGPT and everything, you get more control. You get like, you can set custom instructions, have a backend, and send it to GitHub, and then he just makes it like connected to Firebase, GitHub. So I feel like you get more control through this, and also like CSS, you can just upload
Yeah.
like
How,
something, anything that you want, like a
how
website that
far
you like.
along? How far along is he when he connects to Firebase? Because that's rather advanced for someone who hasn't coded.
Like it's like in the first episode itself. The
Really?
first episode he goes through like why we need this and something. Second episode he connects it to the Firebase, GitHub, and everything.
Cool. Let's do this. We could obviously fix this project. It might even take 5 minutes to fix it, but who knows? Maybe it take longer because I don't know exactly where I went wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't we start a new project and think about what we want to make.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think we really need Firebase as of now, because like if you look, because we just added install, but we never really did anything with it.
Well, what's the project that you're building?
It was just a website, so I never really saw why we needed a
So like what kind of a
Firebase.
website are you making?
That guy just ended it without knowing what website it was, so I was just converting it to like a personal blog like this. I was just trying to copy Justin's. And this is like a guy that I read, and then I was just trying to copy like the layout for this website where I can
Yes.
just write my stuff.
So you want to make something like this, like a blog,
Yeah.
and there's no sign in, there's no.
Nope. It's just like a one page, and then you have like a blog thing where every time you want to create a new blog, you just go to like a blog post, and then you just add the new ingredients or the new contents here, and then it'll just start over here. And then like an about section and a contact section.
Can I see the Can I see the code again of the app?
Right here. Yep.
So this is scroll up a bit to the top of the code files to the list on the left side. So this is a. Can you go to package.json, which is probably at the bottom, at the very bottom? Yeah, the package.json. So this is a React application, and it's it's a front end application, and it's using Firebase. You don't need Firebase for this. You might not even use React. You might not even need React, but React is fine. But yeah, the Firebase, I don't know why. So Firebase is good for like a couple of things. It's good for storing data,
Mhm.
and it's good for authenticate, like adding a sign-in screen.
Yeah.
So if you want to make this, you want to make something like this?
Yeah.
Cool. Let's just make a new project in Cursor, and let's see how far we can get.
File, new text file, open folder.
Um,
So we're, oh my god,
maybe under Cursor.
under cursor.
No,
Cursor.
like no. I would go back to Cursor,
Mm-hmm.
and then at the top, maybe under File, and then the File menu. Can you go to the File menu again? So there's nothing for. You try new window.
Oh,
Okay,
there we go.
and
Yeah,
now
let me just exit this out real quick.
okay,
Or you want me to keep it?
that's fine. You can close it.
Let me terminate this.
Cool. Terminated.
New folder.
Okay.
Well, I
So
need to create a folder first, right?
let's do it from the terminal then. Let's create a new project from the terminal.
Okay, let me open the terminal. You're just gonna have to walk me through because terminal is scares me. Scares me sometimes.
Don't be scared, my friend. Don't be scared. All you need to know is npx create React app. So
Yeah,
it's npx space and then create React app with hyphens in between the words.
React app and then what? Hyphen in between what?
Create hyphen, like so minus, like create the little dash.
Space or no
No
space?
spaces here.
Okay, create.
Yeah, React.
No space or space?
No space.
Okay. React
App. With the dash after React. After React, before the app. So delete.
after React. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
App.
Okay, and then a space, and then I think just like the name, just like my project or something like that. My blog.
For the name of the project.
Yeah, my blog, for example. Yeah.
Geology.
And
Oh, we
this,
got it.
yeah, and that's all that we should have to do.
So that's what you do to create a new project. Let me just save that in
Yeah.
my notes.
I mean, it depends on the type of project that you're gonna make, but that one is this is good for a lot of interactive websites.
Mm-hmm. Just like a one page or like a
Exactly.
blog type website.
Exactly. Single page application. Sometimes it's called an SPA.
Why do we have an error?
What do we get?
Code exists, rename. I mean, it says done.
Wait, let me see.
Do you see this or no?
Yeah, I see this. So let's see what went wrong. Okay, it exists. So
Oh, is it because I'm in Ayush Patel? Because this is the folder
let's
that
try
I
that. Yeah, let's try making a new folder. So let's do MK.
Okay.
Yeah, so it should be MKDIR space my blog.
Space my blog.
Yeah. And then CD space my blog.
Wait, within the same thing, like over here, or a separate line?
Yeah, just CD space my blog. Yeah. And now do npx create React app like you did above, but don't do the my blog at the end.
npx create
Uh-huh.
React app.
Yeah.
No.
Nothing after. Let's try.
Create.
Try this. Oh no,
NPX.
actually that wasn't right. So the way we did it the first time was right.
It's maybe because I'm already in the folder for Ayush. Like this one.
That's fine though. That's completely fine. Can you just copy that whole error and put it into ChatGPT?
Yeah.
Like, smarter than me. I haven't seen that one recently. And Okay, so what I do see now is if you scroll up a little bit, it says no, a little bit. I just want to see the error. I want to see the error. Yeah, this.
Oh, this one, okay.
So I see a line that's really important here. It says invalid response body when trying to fetch. Permission denied. So basically, it looks like you might need to clear some cache. But anyway, scroll down. ChatGPT will know. Yeah, there you go.
What is that?
It says you need to clear the cache. So
Do I just copy this into terminal?
yeah.
Okay.
So but just do yeah, actually that's fine. Just do that.
Oh. Yeah, you were saying something else. Maybe this doesn't work.
No, that's fine. Go back to the terminal. I just want to read this. Read this carefully. So, okay. So,
One sec. Huh? Banda. Yeah, go on.
so you see where it says to permanently fix this problem, please run. See that? To permanently fix this problem.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So all we want to do is run that command that it gives you to run.
Are you in?
No. We want to. So it says please run, and then after that, it gives you a command on the next line. So you just want to copy that.
Even with this thing, even with the semicolon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Cool. Now, I just want you to use your up arrow key on the keyboard a few times. Keep going, and this goes through your history. So now we can find the last time that we tried.
This one. Or with the my blog.
Yeah, keep going to the my blog. This one. Yeah, try this. So basically, last time you installed something with npx, something got corrupted. That's all that happened.
Well, I don't remember installing anything in npx because I tried installing this one right here. Where is this? This asked me to install Xcode select and then this thing right here. That's what I tried installing, and then brew install node.
That work for you?
It didn't work.
Brew is a headache sometimes, but this works. So what I would do now is I would do npm's. I try npm start. Yeah.
What?
Okay, try. There's no package.json. Can you do ls? That'll just list the files that are. Oh, yeah, we need to do cd space my blog first. We're in the wrong direction. Okay, now you can do up arrow twice, and then you get to. Sorry, one more time, and then yeah, you can run this. Okay, now you're fine. So there you go. So what we want to do is open this in Cursor, and just the blue one, the big blue one. And you want to just go to my blog, but actually this one is containing another folder called my blog, just because of the way that we did it.
Second one?
Yeah. And so if you go to, so I'll just briefly explain what's in here. So if you see on the left side, like some of the things are in white text, and then there's one thing that's in like a gray text right at the top.
Node modules.
Yeah.
That's in gray.
The stuff in white text is your code. And then the stuff that will get saved, and that's important. The stuff in gray text is stuff that's been installed, but even if you delete that, you can easily install it again because it's not your code. It's just code that from dependency projects. So basically, that doesn't get saved. It can get automatically re-added later on. It's less important. You have a README file at the bottom, which is has no effect on the actual application. It's just documentation. It's instructions. Then you have a .gitignore file.
Yeah.
And that is common in every type of coding project. It just says which files that which files should be white and which files should be gray. So basically, which ones are actual code and which ones are basically temporary files. The temporary files, those will not be committed to GitHub. Or secret files, like things that might have passwords. You also don't want to commit those to GitHub. So those also go in git ignore. The package.json file contains a list of commands and that are useful for testing, and then also contains a list of all of the things that you've installed. Like for example, if I want to install a calendar date picker component to use, and that would show up here. That would show that I'm using that code, and that it should get automatically added. Package lock is just a list of the versions of everything that's been installed. So it's important to if I'm gonna copy this onto my computer, then I have a list of literally every single version of every library that you're using. So nothing is different. You never need to change this on your own.
Yeah.
And then you have the source directory and the public directory.
Where's that?
On the left
Oh,
side.
right here. Okay, yeah.
Open those. So the public is all of the is all images and basically assets, static files that don't have any interactive elements to them. Index.html is a little special, but it's still a static file. And then the most important file in all of this, I actually don't know why they put logo.svg in the source. I would put it in the public. You see there below, it's in the source. I don't think you should move it now because that might break something. But if I were starting from scratch, I'd make sure that I'd probably put it in public.
Okay.
And then, oh, it could be because of, I think I have an idea why they might do it actually. But that way, it's probably imported into a file. But the rest of these, I would say the most important is app.js.
This one right here.
So go ahead and yeah, exactly. So go ahead and change some words, like maybe where it says learn React, for example.
Learn React. Where's that?
18.
Line 18. Okay.
Yeah. So you can change, just change it to whatever. My blog.
Hello.
Yeah. Yeah, and then save it.
Yeah.
And now go to this, and you don't need to refresh it actually.
All right, auto update.
Yes, try it again. Just change anything, and as soon as you do Command S, it's gonna change. That's a nice thing about the scripts that come with this. Now,
so everything that the people see is in app.js.
Yeah, right now you could have more. You could add more extra files and then use those. Like for example, if I want to have a sidebar, I could add like a sidebar.js.
So if you want to like a header.js, footer.js, etc.
Yeah, and that's up to your discretion. You can split up the code files however you want. But right now it looks like they've just have everything. And then there's also an index.js. You can look in there on the left side. And that's literally just a page that has that includes app.js. So there's nothing important here. You can go back to app.js. This is just a wrapper around it. So what I wanted to say was, oh yeah, most important thing to learn today is then if you go to the source code tab, the version control tab, so the third icon from the left at the top, that one. Now you can say, oh, where it says message, right? Change header text.
You want me to say something? Change header text?
Yeah, change header text. Or, text. And then click commit.
Yes.
And yeah, that looks good. So stage all the changes and directly commit them. I think I'm not sure if it worked.
You want me to open it? Still check.
Sure, yeah. Never done it this way. So okay, it didn't work. So maybe in Cursor settings we could do that.
Yeah. Model features beta. Manage editor privacy. Somewhere in manage maybe. No.
Maybe it's not a setting, but I can show you how to do it at the command line. So command line set git username and email address. I'm just actually Googling this here. So there's two. So I actually just Googled this. So I'll just send you the link to what I Googled, and you can open that. So basically, do you see it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So just click on that. Yeah, perfect.
Open command line.
So you don't need to use your. There's no rule saying you have to use your real name or real email address here. But it's just so that if you're working on a project with other people, that they know who did what. That's the whole thing.
So I gotta copy the this part, git config global user.
You gotta run both of them, apparently, before Git is gonna work.
So this right here is the command line, right?
So this is an output, but if you click on terminal,
okay,
you're gonna have another command line there.
This is the one?
Exactly. Yeah, this should do the same thing as the terminal there. Yeah.
And I change what's in here, right?
Yeah, otherwise, unless you want all your commits to say first name, last name,
my
right?
blog. Okay.
Yeah. I would just put like so I would just put your name, maybe like your first name.
For user.name?
No, like instead of my blog, I would just put, because this is gonna be the same for every project you do. It's gonna say
okay.
And then you just do return. And then for email address,
I gotta copy this.
Yeah.
Git config my email.
Yeah. So like I said, it doesn't have to be a real email address, but you have to put something here.
Yeah, I'll just put my email. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. And when you upload this to GitHub as well, if you make it public, then people will see. Cool. Now try the commit button again.
Commit.
Nice. So the thing that I don't like about this interface is you don't really see what happened. But if you go hover over those icons there, like what if you click that ... If you go left, yeah, and you click the sort of that ... up at the top.
Nothing happens. It's just like
no, not this.
Oh, this one.
That one. Yeah, so you can see like
commit stage, commit all, undo last commit.
I find this to be really difficult for a beginner coder to understand what's going on here.
Mm-hmm.
What if you would? What's that like? The first icon there, which is just like the lines.
This one.
Yeah, this one. What does that do?
Oh, view as a tree.
Try it. Oh, it doesn't. That's only for your uncommitted changes. Well, I'm gonna show you. Is that really all that they provide? Let me see if there's like Cursor, if you can, because what I want to show you is that you can see the history of all your changes, right? And if you go to the command line and then you type in git log.
Git log.
Yeah, if you just type in git log, then you're going to see your history, right?
Yeah, I see my Ishpatil.
Yeah.
My email.
So you see like there's been 2 commits. What about that thing at the bottom that says timeline? You see on the bottom left where it says timeline? There it is. Okay, that's what I was looking for. So like you can see where it says change header. You can do this. and you can see the exact changes that you made. That's kind of what I'm looking for.
Okay. So this got committed to Git.
Exactly.
Hmm.
And if you would maybe right click on that one in the bottom.
This one?
No,
Or
like under the timeline, if you will right click where it says change header.
hmm
Yeah, here. Maybe below that. You see where the very bottom one where it says initialize project?
yeah,
You
this
right
one.
Yeah. If you right click on this, I wanted to see if you can so there's a way to go back in history so that you can um but I can show you how to do that another time.
Yeah.
I just want you to know, like, oh, this is how you can sort of track changes in a project over time.
Hmm.
At least do it, once a day, so
Yeah.
that if you
You
come
don't lose the
up in
code.
the morning and then you have some bug, I can go
Yeah.
back. Cool. So, yeah, let's try using Cursor AI.
All right. Well, I really forgot how the right one came out. Here, let's see.
How the what
Chat
came up?
command L right here. This is what I'm talking about.
Cool.
All right. So what do you want me to say? You want me to give the context of how I want to build the blog?
Yeah. So I think
What are you saying?
because you had that text selected and this file open when you open the chat, it's
I'm just gonna do it for that
it's
text.
just doing it for this file. So you could go to I think you probably want to have two files in here, but I would is there a
Have
way to
to
like remove the code that got added there, like this part?
remove right here.
Oh,
Here.
perfect. And now I want to add at least two files to this. I want to add app.js and I want to add app.css.
App.js. App.cs.
Because
There we go.
as someone who uses React a lot, I know like these are the ones that you're going to be changing.
Okay.
Yeah. Um, now go ahead.
I want to make it so that the readers are able to click on an archive of what would that be? The titles, so they can go and so that a new tab opens. What changes should I make or add?
So personally, I like to do only a few changes. I like to do like one change at a time. So I would just do what you have, or one thing,
Mm-hmm.
and then I would run that and I would see what happens.
All right, let's see.
Um,
Data, I'm going to include blog, add some blog data, use CSS for new layout. Look at this so I can accept and apply. Do you think this is correct?
so do I think it's correct? That one is correct. However, there's another file that needs to be added for it to work, which is below. So yeah, if you would go back up to the first one, click apply. I'm guessing that it's gonna make that change.
Command and return, that accepts.
Okay.
Let me apply this one as well, right? Apply.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they're all
Continue.
together.
Generating, done. There's another one, app.css, apply. Command accept, that's done. And let me save all of these. Oh. Well, we got a bug. Now let's just copy paste this and see. Whoa. Burn, cloudy, not funding project. This likely because I have no power. Okay, let's fix this.
So I think this is at this point it makes a lot of sense to look at what Cursor is saying it's doing and what it's actually doing. We have to we might have to actually look and read a little bit what's happening. So let's look at what it's saying. It's saying this is most likely because we haven't created the blog archive.js file yet, right?
So we have to like actually go in. I don't think it has the ability to create new files or
Look at what
folders.
happens when you click accept there.
I did, and then
Yeah, so look at what. Can you do it again? Is it possible to do that again? Because
yeah.
apply. Yeah, so when you click apply, look at what it says right at the top. It says apply to app.js. That's kind of weird, right? Because it's supposed to be making a file called blogarchive.js, but now it's doing it to app.js. So it looks like it didn't understand that it's trying to make a new file, right?
Yeah,
That's
so
okay. We can make a new file called blogarchive.js, right?
I'll do it in source or public.
You want to do it in source.
Okay. And then it wanted us to create blog archive blog.js. All right, and now let me hit cancel and then apply. Yep, continue. Oh, yeah, there we go. Command enter. All right, nice.
Okay. That was interesting.
Oh, okay, no, there we go. Oh, maybe this is probably what happened with my last one.
Oh yeah, it could be. Yeah. I don't know, but that could definitely be.
Okay, well, at least now we have it, and then now I can just go back and forth. Okay, my first blog, but there's no context in it. So where would I change that?
Okay, so let's think. What do we want to happen when we click on the blog title?
I want it to go inside, and I want it to be like a new web page, not really like on a new tab, but like on the same web page, but into a new view inside that element, inside of this.
Wait, actually, I don't entirely understand. You want because it's pretty simple page. So do you want the list to stay there, or you just want the list to disappear?
I want the list to. Okay, so here, let me just. I just wanted to be like, so when I click this, you see how I go inside this title. So in the Great American Poisoning, so it's just gonna open this article.
Yeah, got it. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
And then if I want to go back, I can just do this, and I come back to the archive.
Yeah, got it. All right, so let's go back to the blog.
Or the cursor.
Go back to the blog for 1 sec. I want to show you something.
Yeah, his website's pretty slow. I don't know why.
So go to the it is a bit slow. So now go to the URL bar at the top.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, we're using. Now go back to your blog. Sorry.
You want me to copy this? I'll just copy it just in case.
No, I just want you to go to your blog.
Okay.
And now go to the URL bar. It's also at the top here. Oh, you can see it. Yeah. So here it's done /blog/blog. Now click on the second one and see what happens. Now we're at /blog.
Oh, yeah.
So that is something that Cursor just added itself. So it's halfway working almost. You know what I mean?
But it's just not changing the view.
Exactly. So I would want to go back to Cursor and explain when the URL changes. I want to show the blog post for that URL.
So let me see if there's no blog or anything.
So that's
okay, so this is like the home page. Okay.
Yeah, that's what we want.
So when I first appear onto the website, I want to be able to see the entire archive of all the blogs that the reader be taken to a new web page. Is that right?
So you wrote. So when I first appear on the website, I want to be able to see the entire archive, all the bold that a reader can read. When they decide to click on one of them, they should be taken to a new web page. Try it.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't really tell you if it's right because
They should be taken to a new web page for
I'm not ChatGPT myself.
each of the different articles. To implement routing in your they want to implement routing.
So yeah, so I can tell you I can tell you how this looks, how the output looks. So I think this looks pretty good actually. Especially the first step. So I would start with that one.
So I want to install this in my terminal or command line.
And what happens if you click apply? Does it actually just try and put this in the file? Yeah, it does. So that's not going to help. Okay. Yeah, you want to put that in your terminal.
Can I do this right here, or do I have to do it on my app one?
Oh, you can do it right here.
Okay.
Terminal is the same as the app terminal. As a terminal app.
8 vulnerabilities, 2 moderate, 6 high. Is that a big deal or no?
Let's see. It said, yeah. So at the top it says added 3 packages, and that's the only thing that's important.
Okay, so it's good.
Yeah, exactly. That's good. That's good. And then the rest, try clicking
apply. Command enter. Okay, that's changed. Let's see what else. Update your blog archive to use the link. Okay, let's do that.
That looks good to me.
Create a new blog.js file. Okay, so I don't think this will be able to do it. So let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah.
It's making this is probably what happened to my last time. New file. Blog. JS.
Oh, this one should be blog post.js. The blog archive.js is the old
file.
file.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
I was reading the wrong thing.
Yeah.
.js, okay. Cancel.
So,
apply. Yep.
Oh yeah, now it might work.
Yeah.
Okay.
And enter. And what is this? Changes will create a paging router. Clicking. So app.css, I'll apply this here as well.
Cool.
Okay, let's see what happens.
Try it.
Oh. Back to archives. Oh, it's got a button too. That's so cool.
Yeah, there you go, man.
That's so cool.
How long did that take us to make?
Less than 10 minutes if you ask me.
Yeah. So one thing is that, like I said at the beginning, you can decide how to split up the code.
Mm-hmm.
So you could have made blog post, blog archive, and app.js into one file. And for me, here, I'll hide this. So for me, if I was doing that myself, if I was doing this in 10 minutes, I'd probably do it all in one file. ChatGPT decided to split it up, which actually improves Cursor, but that's also good. The only thing now that you have to consider is when you're chatting with Cursor, to make sure all of those files get added into the context, right? Because otherwise it doesn't know. Like if you don't add, for example, the blog post,
but
.js, and then you ask it to change the style of the blog post, it can't. It's probably gonna mess up.
Yeah, I think that's what it did with my other one, or else it would have came out really nice because I was almost there. I was pretty much like where I am here, over there.
Yeah. So yeah, keep in mind which files are in the context. And one more thing, don't forget, make another git commit.
Right now, yeah.
And and then go ahead and try some more stuff, and let me know how it goes.
I feel like this is actually way better and easier than Webflow and Figma and everything, if you ask me.
It's pretty good. There's a lot that you can do with I think there's a lot you can do with just React and CSS.
Like with what's here right now?
Yeah, that's what's there. It's React, JavaScript code, and CSS.
What would be like the more advanced level? What would be like adding on to this and connecting to the backend and stuff like that?
If you want to add backend stuff, it
Mm-hmm.
depends. If you want to make the front end more sophisticated, you can use component libraries. So you can use things like Material UI and ShadCN, which give you really fancy UI components.
Is
And
it like animations and stuff like that?
oh yeah, and then for animations, there's a whole other library you can use.
Mm.
So that's for the front end. For the back end, it just depends what you want. If you want to have like user sign-in authentication, there's multiple libraries and ways to do that. If you want to have a database, like if you wanted to have, for example, your own dashboard where you can then go edit the posts in there instead of having to edit the source code, then you
Mm-hmm.
would add a database.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to create over here. Let me try showing you. So here's what I was trying to create. So it was basically like a web app, and here's what it told me. So I gave it the prompt, and then it says the core features, user inputs, YouTube link, accept top 10 videos, transcription, analyze. Are you seeing my screen or no?
Yeah, I was.
Okay, okay. Download transcription, analyze the first 30 seconds to 1 minute, generate a formula for creating YouTube hooks, and then it basically allows the user to input their video topics so it can generate hooks for their videos. And then future features. So this was just showing me all the stuff. And then I asked it to start giving me step-by-step instructions so that I could get started on this. And
Yeah.
then it gave me this. I did this and it worked, but it didn't work. And I did this. It said it installed, and I tried doing this, but then it wouldn't like install this one right here.
Yeah. Let's scroll back up to the top of this whole process. So what you wanted to do was you wanted to make an app
Yeah,
where
like a web app.
users input video topics and they get.
So here, can I tell you about it?
Is that text or what is it?
Yeah, so basically, let me tell you about it. Here, let me close my door. It's getting loud outside. So let's say I went to the My First Million pod, and I wanted to make YouTube videos that were like these, because these guys have, like, let's say they make really good hooks for their YouTube videos, and I wanted to kind of replicate their style and copy it. So I would take the link of their YouTube channel, not their videos, of their YouTube channel, and I would go to my web page, and I would upload it onto a taskbar. And then what this would do then is look at their top 10 most videos. So I would go to the channel,
Mhm.
go to like the videos, popular 10, and it would look at all 10 of these and download the transcriptions using like OpenAI API for the Whisper,
Yeah.
and look at the top 10 and then make connections. It's like, oh, they always use this promise, proof, or showcasing hook type thing. And then from there, give it back to the user. This is a formula that they use. If you want to create something like this, give us the topic of your thing, and they would be able to give the topic of their video and then
Okay.
create a hook based on that. That was like my idea.
Okay. Cool. I understand it now. However, I would say, I mean, some people would say I'm too pessimistic. Some people would call me pessimistic,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't think ChatGPT is capable of doing that in one go, or you know what I mean? I don't think it's capable of fully understanding. Maybe if you would explain a bit further, exactly how you just told me, it would get further.
Mm-hmm.
But this is going to be a pretty complex project.
Yeah.
It's not going to be the most complex project that I worked on. For me, let's say I had to do it without ChatGPT, it would probably take at least a couple days, you know. So
Without ChatGPT.
and that's why like it's not a simple project, right? So
Mm-hmm.
so I think that ChatGPT is very likely going to it may go set up on the wrong path.
Mm.
And the reason why is because there's just like a lot of features, a lot of things that need to happen.
Yeah.
It needs to get the transcripts. It needs to compare them with each other. It needs to use AI. Probably it needs to use AI in some way to read the transcripts.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's what would be like this API for. So it just downloads the video and then into an
Yeah.
MP3 file, and then it basically converts it into text, and
So
then
all of
looks
these
at the.
all of these components they're generally correct, but ChatGPT piecing them all together and the connections between them is going to be a huge challenge for it. Even GPT-4, because look at how many different components and different relations between them there are. It's a pretty
Yeah.
big project. So, so this is going to be a larger project for you. I would definitely recommend doing it, but probably starting with
Yeah, I would probably just do like the basic features of getting the channel's top 10 videos and transcribing them first. And
exact
then in the future, then I would probably add features like asking the user for what
yeah.
type of topics they want to do and then giving them specified answers.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I want to recommend to anyone who uses ChatGPT to develop is just break it down into steps, you know. What's the first feature that you want to use, and then what's the you want to add, and then the next one
Hmm.
into bite-sized pieces. So it's like you're just feeding ChatGPT this, you know, just feeding it one spoon at a time, you know,
Yeah.
and then it's giving you back code. So cool, man. But
Yeah.
I think you could do that. I think for that you do need a back end.
Yeah, I
Hold
would
on.
definitely need a backend if I was adding like the additional features for like
Yeah.
I would probably connect it to I don't know, I've never used AWS, but like that's what most people say they use, AWS, Firebase, stuff like that.
Most people say they use AWS, but it's actually the worst for beginners.
Really?
Yeah,
Way too complex?
it's really over engineered for a beginner
Mm.
project. Um, so I think you'd be fine with you know, you were talking about Replit, right? You'd
Yeah,
be
how so I just have a quick question. So let's say I finished this one, right? And then I'm satisfied with how this looks like right here, and I'm
yeah.
satisfied. How would I get it onto like the how would I get it onto there? Would I just go to Replit, create an account, and then connect it or something?
Yeah, so I actually wouldn't use Replit for this because Replit is not free for hosting. So, however, there's a website called Netlify, so you can go to netlify.com.
Nullify?
Netlify.
No, no, okay, let me see what that is. This one right here.
Exactly. So I go to this one,
Mm-hmm.
click deploy to Netlify.
Okay. Sign in with GitHub. I do have a GitHub account, so I can sign in.
Yeah, you can sign in.
Yeah. Thor.
Yeah.
Mm.
Now there's two ways to deploy to Netlify.
Can I skip this? School. School project. No personal site. What describes your student? Okay.
So
Continue.
yeah, so there's two ways to deploy to Netlify. The first
Mm-hmm.
is above where you're synchronizing with a site where you've already uploaded the code, right? So if you would upload your code to GitHub, which you do want to do,
Mm-hmm.
but we won't do today, you could just connect to GitHub. Otherwise, you can use, I think, what's Netlify Drop? I think you can use Netlify Drop. So
Which one's that? This
that's
one?
nope, it's a little bit lower down.
Oh, this one. Try nullify drop.
Yeah, so otherwise you can do this.
Let me see what this is. Drag and drop. It's
So
online.
so now, um, what you don't want to do
Mm-hmm.
is take your whole source code and drag it onto here. But I'll show you how to I'll show you how to upload it to Netlify. So go back to your Cursor IDE and go to the terminal
Yeah.
and do npm build, npm run build. Yeah. And so this is going to compile the project into only HTML and JavaScript. Now, using
I
a
think
map,
something happened right here. Like
exactly.
this thing was
Now,
added.
now right click on that and just do like, actually, maybe you can drag it directly. Can you drag this directly onto the Netlify?
I probably can. Let me just do this like this, cause
Yeah,
and then
try that.
oh nice.
Did it work? Try it again. I don't think it worked. Try click. Oh, try clicking browse to upload. And now, can you drag it onto this window? No. Okay. So right click on the. Yeah. So it's being difficult. So right click on the build folder and then do open, reveal in Finder. Now drag this.
You see, oh, there we go.
Drag it there. Okay. Now it's working. See, it was just
Mm.
being really difficult.
And deploy successful. Get started. And let me just make this full screen.
So
Okay,
yeah, click
this
on
is
this,
this is the one right here.
and they give you a little URL at the top in green. Yep. There you go.
So what is the blog? Okay. There'll probably be a way for me to change this, right? Like in probably setting somewhere.
Yep. And if you buy yourself a domain, you can connect it for free to
Of
this.
course. So how would connect it? So I would just connect the domain to the Netlify app.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Give it a shot. I'm gonna have to go, but give that a
All right.
shot
Yeah,
if you
of
want to try
course.
it yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not too difficult. I'm sure you'll probably be able to do it on your own. If not, let me know.
All right. Wait, where are you at, James? Let me find you. Let me find. There you are.
I'm right here.
No, I was trying to find you in my Arc browser.
But yeah, good job, man. I'm impressed that you're following tutorials online. That's good. The video tutorials.
Mm-hmm.
Keep asking questions. And
Yeah, and for you, I mean, I was just gonna say if you needed help with YouTube or anything, do hit me up because I'm like I know a lot about YouTube and then stuff like that. So if you were like ever considering like YouTube thumbnails or like just pumping it up, just head
yeah,
over like send me a DM or anything, and then we can probably run through some ideas. Cause like here, let me just. Am I still sharing my screen?
yeah,
Yeah, I will just show you. Like, there's these guys like they're making tutorials. Like this guy, he just live streams of him building apps, and then like I don't know if that's something that you wanted to do or anything, because they just make tutorials, and especially with AI, they're just blowing up recently. So just having the word AI or using Cursor and Claude in it, and saying I built this free stuff or like I built a website using Claude without any coding experience and stuff like that, has been blowing up. So
yeah. I mean, I think having the right keywords and being on the right topics definitely helps.
yeah.
Um, right now, I'm just doing this for fun, so I don't
Mm-hmm.
really, honestly, I don't really I don't really worry much about the SEO.
Yeah, no, I was just saying if you were like wanted to like
But
do
yeah,
good on
maybe
YouTube and stuff like that.
maybe
So
sometime,
yeah,
maybe at some times when I have time, maybe I go back and
yeah,
improve some of the thumbnails. Yeah, because they're pretty patchy. Like they're very inconsistent.
yeah. Your thumbnails, yeah,
My thumbnails, they're super inconsistent, but yeah, we'll get to that over time.
of course.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Hey, thanks, James, and really appreciate your time
Yeah,
walking
sure.
me through
Keep
this.
going.
Because yeah, I mean, you're really patient with it, bro. Like, like if I was me, because I have a friend who's like I know a bunch of skills like Photoshop's
Mhm.
editing and all that. He wants me to teach it to him, and like I tried teaching it to him, like the simplest of simplest. It seems simple to me, but he doesn't know, and I get kind of like triggered. But like I don't know if because you were really patient with me, so thank you.
keep keep trying. Try and teach your friends some of this.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Because
See,
he
let
wants to build an app, and then it's way more complex than mine. You saw the YouTube idea. He wants to build this entirely different app, which I'm like, it'll probably get there. Like the AI capabilities will probably get there sometimes, but it's just not right now.
you got to start simple. And
Yeah.
yeah, you're right. The more beginner someone is, the more patience it requires.
Mm-hmm.
We did recently. We did a AI boot camp, which was for people that were a little more advanced. But I'd like to do a group. I'd like to do some group sessions where we just do this.
Yeah, of course,
Exactly the same thing that we just did today, but maybe with more people. I think it would be really fun.
of course. I mean, there's a lot of people in this world who want to learn. So
Yeah, cool, man.
keep
Well,
at it, James,
talk to you
and
too.
let me know if there's anything cool that's coming up you wanted me to join or anything, and I'll be there.
Let's do it. All right, peace.
Peace. Have a good day, bro.
Thanks.